Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Higher Source Tarot for your February 2020 mid-month tarot check. This is for all Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. How are you guys? Thank you so much to all of you who have subscribed, liked, shared, commented. I really appreciate that. If you haven't yet, please feel free to comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to know when new videos are posted. I usually have one a week. At the most every other week, so you can be updated as soon as I come on. If there's any specific things you want to know about, I will try my best to incorporate them. I sometimes do get talking a bit on things like, principles of life, spiritual principles, because if we understand them, we can create the life that we want. We can very easily bring it in. And I know some people are having heartache, right? They're single, it's Valentine's Day. They're feeling sad about that, but know that you're loved and that if you want a relationship, there are billions of people out there, Gemini, and they're waiting for you. There's somebody that wants to know where you are. So here we go. This is for Gemini, February 2020, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Now, every reading might not resonate with you, so if not, check out your Sun, your Moon, your rising. This might be your Sun or your Venus sign, and you may find, wow, that really made a lot of sense, more so than maybe my Sun sign did. So life loves you. This is Louise Hay. I choose to live with ease. Life does not have to be as difficult as you sometimes make it. Complete this sentence. One way I could let my life be easier is... So it's oftentimes our own self-doubt and criticism that keeps the things away from us that we really desire. It's just our own worthiness. So know that you are worth it. You can have, do, or be anything. So your current position is the Ace of Wands. I don't know if you've got, and influences around it are the Seven of Wands. Interesting. What the destiny was with this was the Three of Swords. Behind you in the distant past is the Seven of Pentacles. You've got the Five of Wands as more energy behind you. Now the Eight of Cups is an upcoming energy. You are represented by the Knight of Wands here. And then you've got the Ace of Pentacles around you. This is interesting. Two aces, Knight of Cups, and then the outcome is the King of Pentacles. And then interestingly enough, you have the Three of Pentacles on the bottom. So this is interesting, Gemini. So, the Ace of Wands here, this is always about, you've got a lot of fire energy, by the way. So if you're dealing with a fire sign, certainly could be them. You've got earth, water, some air. You got all the elements, not any major arcana, but you do have two aces. So it's like there's some new offers coming in for sure. So with the Ace of Wands, I will tell you this, for somebody out there, they're wondering, is this person coming back? Like you're asking about an ex, and the answer to that is going to be yes, okay? And they're not going to let anything stop them. This person is going to cover a lot of ground to try to reconcile things with you, for those of you that are asking about that. I don't know that it'll be immediately, though. I feel like when it begins and it comes on very strong. Okay, this is somebody who has made a decision. They're making a plan. They're architecting some way to do this. If you have distance between you, like I get the impression that some of you are not even talking right now. And so you're kind of going, well, how is that going to work? Don't ask how. Ask, why do I want this? If you want to draw something to you, ask, why do I want this? What do I love about this situation? Now, for those of you that are asking or interested in money, the money looks very solid. So you've got some nice pentacles that are all about abundance and, collaboration and positive collaboration. So this was, this is at the heart of things, or at the root of things. You got this Three of Swords. I do think you had some hurt feelings with this person. You just didn't feel important or valued or taken care of. And I also think there was maybe some doing too much talking about each other. And Gemini, you're a great communicator, but you got to watch the talking. especially talking about people. I feel like there was just way too much of that, and you're getting too many opinions, too much input from other people, and it got you too far off the course. Now, again, same thing in terms of job situation. I do feel like some of you got kind of sidetracked or off track, or were like not grateful for a job where maybe you were doing too much online shopping at work, or calling in sick, or not picking up hours and stuff, and it just caused a lot of like mistrust. Okay, I don't necessarily feel this is a third party. It feels a lot more like mistrust to me. So behind you, you had somebody who was like waiting to see what was going to happen and wanting things to come to fruition in a good way, and it took a turn. It definitely took a turn, and there was a lot of, again, there was mistrust, there was a lot of chaos, a lot of like bickering and arguing, and it kind of just shut the whole thing down. So the things that they wanted to see come in, it's like they didn't come to full fruition. It didn't fully develop and manifest, is kind of what I'm getting here. It was like right on the cusp of being something good, and then it kind of just fizzled out. So there was definitely a change here with this 5. The 5 is always representative of change. But with the 5 of Wands, this is definitely about taking action, but there was a lot of conflict. And this is not too long ago, and I do think that this is where we got into, not talking. There was like some kind of a blow up, and it ended up in resulting in some no contact for a while. It's also like not clear what path. So this is the thing, it leads right into this 8 of Cups. So I really do like this, even though they're not my 2 favorite cards to read. You knew that you needed to make a change. You knew that things needed to change, and there was a lot of confusion and uncertainty about what path to take. But then this is what's coming up. You're walking towards higher ground, and I know this is always kind of a bleak looking card, but it really is about moving on to something better. So I do feel like if there was a break in a relationship, you're walking onto something that feels more passionate. It's like the, absence makes the heart grow fonder kind of a thing. There had to be a break in that connection. It was not going to resolve itself with a continued connection. There was too much being taken for granted and just not enough appreciation. And it was like somebody had to break free of that to really see what else was out there and what they really had. Now, as far as a work kind of a thing, again, this is somebody who's moving on to something that they're passionate about. And it could be, a fairly substantial move. I don't feel like it's a huge one, like you're an attorney and you're going to become an artist. I feel like, though, there is some significant movement here, forward movement, moving upwards onto something better where there's a promotion. And it's a little bit of a risk, but it's not anything that's going to be, like I said, drastic. It's not like that. So you are taking action. You've got this Knight of Wands, and there's some speed there, right? The Knight of Wands is all about quick action. And it's like all of a sudden you're going to know what to do. It's like a light bulb comes on, and it's going to be very rapid. You're going to want to move quickly. It's a lot of communication too. I really feel like with the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Wands here, there's going to be quick, sudden communication. So if you've been on a break, you're going to be getting, I actually think it's going to be a face-to-face thing. If it's work-related, you're going to get a call from somebody, like basically like a headhunter or somebody that's trying to recruit you. It might not be a headhunter. It might be somebody who calls to recruit you, and they're going to be persistent. You are going to get a big offer. This is the other people around you. They're coming in with a big offer, okay? So again, some of you are going to be looking to be promoted, but I do feel like in the relationship front, I'm not, again, the aces are about new. but I feel like it's a new offer from a person in the past. And they have, again, they've had some time too to work on themselves, to change some things, to reflect, to grow, to invest in themselves, and to grow up a little bit. But there is a new offer coming. And with this, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, but then at the end, you've also got the King. So there's a lot of support here in terms of resources. It's all about a new chapter and a new beginning and abundance and just allowing for long-lasting changes. Because I think the crap you had going on back here was, it wasn't like years of crap, but it was like enough of it that you got sick of it. And you are really on a nice path. You're going to be on a nice path here. You've got this Knight of Cups. Again, this is another substantial offer. He's coming in, and this is your heart's desire. You want a big offer. You want to be valued. You want to be recognized for the things that you do bring, and there's value there, okay? You know, as far as a love relationship, this could have potential for a marriage, and it's going to be different. The second time around is going to be a different thing than you've known it before. I do think for a lot of you, it is going to turn into something serious, because you've got not only the King of Pentacles is the outcome, but you got the 3 in there too, which is all about, you know, new beginnings, a new opportunity, wanting to be happy in the moment and really having a strong foundation. This is with these two together, this is an incredibly strong foundation. So whoever this person is, they're cautiously optimistic is what I'm getting. They are, you know, they're kind of in a period of introspection over action, but they are going to come forward. I do feel like their energy is a little bit cautious. They're like cautiously optimistic. They play it a little bit safe. Okay, this is not some crazy, you know, Knight of Wands running in, even though he's in the reading. This is somebody who is intelligent, who is well-spoken, who is thoughtful, and thinks about other people. They have a lot of empathy. They can see some of the things that they've done and they don't want to repeat it. They want to make it right. And this is a firm foundation. Again, this is somebody who does have some pride. It's like they'd rather die than be embarrassed. So part of the slowness of this is they don't want to be rejected by you, and they're cautious about that. They don't want to be turned down, or they want to make sure too that you're ready for that offer. Again, if it's more like a love thing. Now, again, with money, you know, you're going to be dealing with a lot of new growth, and it's like money and abundance just flow with these two together, and things just seem to click and move forward and work together. And it's you know, there's a kind of a lower level of excitement with it, but it's the chemistry is good. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Like if it's a work thing, the chemistry is excellent, and it will be a very harmonious place, a creative place, but a place that, again, everyone kind of works in harmony. They're thoughtful of each other. If you've had a workplace where people were inconsiderate, that's going to be over too, and you're going to get something that could end up being a very long-term career, like decades of time. Like, you know, I can't imagine leaving. This is such a great place to be that I don't even feel like I'm going to work. I'm excited to get up and go. So, you know, I think you have a lot of possibilities here. You just have to open the door and let them come in and be open to the universe. Bring those gifts in. Allow them to come in, because you are totally worth it and you deserve them. So I love you, Gemini. I appreciate you tuning in, and I should be back in about a week.